Hey, good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Unit 2. We are getting started here talking about JavaScript and jQuery. So up till now in our class, our websites have been in pretty much like the 90s internet, right? Like no moving parts to them. They've all been like, you know what I mean? Like information, pictures, links, but that's pretty much all you're getting out of it. You can't actually like enter in information. There's not really like buttons that do things or like you know what I mean? And so we're gonna use a language called JavaScript in order to start doing that. We're gonna make our websites a lot more interactive now and allow people to like do things with them. So what allows us to do that, the like logic part of it that's going to be able to like take in a number and like do something with it and like multiply by 2 or like, you know, take in, you know, your email and password and like save it somewhere. This kinds of stuff, that's going to be taken care of by a language called JavaScript. We're going to be looking into that, and then something else called jQuery, and we'll get into like, that's like a really helpful unit for a little piece that connects JavaScript with our websites, and so like that's really helpful. So we're going to start with the fundamentals, y'all. We're going to start talking about data types, operators, variables, methods, and functions. Don't worry about what that means right now. Maybe some things strike your mind as what maybe they're familiar from other forms in your studies. Functions being really similar to like functions in algebra if you've had algebra. So boom, we're gonna get into jQuery and work on some other stuff. Don't even worry about that right now. But looking how to manipulate all that and then looking into what our independent project will look like later. We'll get into the specifics, but in general, here are the basic things that it's going to need to be able to do. Not only is it going to need to be like a front-end website like we learned how to do last semester or last unit, also you're going to be asked to like have people do some things, interact with it. Maybe you make a little quiz, or maybe you make an input-output. We'll get into it. But that's what's going on this unit. We'll have some, I'll make a separate video on these other things, but we're gonna move through some of the initial stuff kind of quickly, because a lot of this is gonna be like some background information about JavaScript and kind of like learning how that language, how that kind of logic looks and works, and then going to be able to apply that to our websites. And so that's the basic path that we're going on here. Excited to join to jump into it with you. Happy coding, everybody. We'll see you in the next lesson.